talking about the 8 sex tips on every man's body, how to spot certain areas of a man's body. Number one, the erogenous zones. There's something called the erogenous zones in every man's body. Okay, this includes the cheekbone. Now, when I say the cheekbone, I don't mean this kind of bone. I mean the cheekbone in the ass. Okay, there's we have the cheekbone, we have the G spot, we have the F spot, and we have the E spot. So I'm going to be explaining all these things under the erogenous zones. Now, for erogenous zones, now for the E spot has to do with the ear. Okay, most times we just kiss our partner and we don't pay certain attention to things. Now, the E spot has to do with the ear. This is the act whereby you need to understand that it's not just about the kisses, but sometimes you need to learn to plant soft kisses on the ear. You have to start. I would advise, if you have to go to the ear, you don't just start with the ear. You start from the neck bone. You start from the neck bone to the shoulder. You bring it back to the neck, to the jaw, then underneath the ear. You do the same thing on the other part of the ear before you go directly to the ear. And when you're going to go directly to the ear, you don't put all your mouth, or you use your tongue to fold in the ear into your mouth. Okay, and sometimes before you do that, you can just kiss and plant soft kisses all around the ear. Then your tongue goes into the ear directly before you put the whole ear into your mouth. Okay, doing this is sending across message to that zone. The erogenous zones are the parts where are connected directly and sends direct message to the genitals. Okay, that's for the E zone. The E spot, sorry. Now, talking about the cheek spot, the cheek spot is not on the cheek, neither is it on the face, it's on the bum. Now, there's this thing about bum that we just don't do. We just want to have sex, and all we do as women is we just hold our partner's bum, forgetting that there's more to that bum than just holding him and dragging him down just to feel him. Sometimes we need to learn to explore. Exploration is the best way to sex, and I always say it. If you can't explore, I don't see the reason why you're having sex. It's because sex itself is just like 10-15 minutes. So for you to have a longer sex life, for you to enjoy sex, it's not just in the sex, it's in the exploration, it's in the foreplay, it's in the movement and understanding the whole body of your man or your woman. Okay, so for the cheekbone, all your man needs to do is lie flat on his chest, be it on the bed, be it on the floor, be it on the table, wherever you want to do it. Yeah, let him lie flat on his chest, and then you plant those soft kisses on each bum. Yes, I can hear someone say, "Oh, what if he farts?" Or no, that's why it's called adventure. You need to try something, and this is what you're gonna get. Now, whilst planting that kiss on each bum, what you get is your partner holding his bum. Is he's all he does is he holds the bum, because of the way the kiss is touching, is sending a message. So he holds onto it, and you feel the hardness of the bum. Most times when you touch your partner's bum, you feel the softness, even though it's hard, but I'm telling you, you're feeling the softness until you get to that level of planting each kiss around each bum and touching and feeling the curves of the bum. Doing that, you make your partner, you pass across a message straight to the brain, and then you make them understand that it's not just child's play. You have come to do the right work. Okay, that's for the cheekbone. So remember that planting kisses on each bump is very important. Once you're done with the kisses, you can add a little pressure to the soft kisses, and then you can go all out with the biting and the tonguing and using your tongue around the bum. And if perhaps you have feather or something, you can use it around the bum, and then watch those pimples come all over his body. Okay, another point is the G spot. Now, this G spot is kind of technical and very delicate. Okay, so now we're talking about the shaft itself. Now, the shaft, like I said, is the dick itself. Now you have the dick head and you have that long thing underneath the dickhead before the balls. The long thing underneath the dickhead is called the shaft. Okay, now women should learn. I know a lot of women hate blowjobs. Yeah, I know, and there's so many women who can die for it and who are in love with it. Okay, now the thing about the shaft is this: you don't just suck on a dick, you don't just take a dick and hold a dick and put your mouth. No, you need to understand that the dick itself has different areas. It's got the dickhead, it's got the frenulum, it's got the shaft, it's got the balls, it's got. I'm going to be explaining everything in other classes. Okay, now the thing is about the shaft is the shaft. You don't just from the dickhead. No, you need to learn to play with the shaft itself. Okay, now when you are playing with the shaft itself, what do? You plant soft kiss. I'm a soft kiss person because that's like telling your partner, I'm about to start, I'm about to do this. Okay, that's what you're doing. So it starts with a message. Are you ready for it? Because your partner does not even know what he or she or what he's expecting from you. Okay, so when you start with planting of soft kisses around the shaft itself, then there's this line where the skin of the shaft closes, like where God got to sew the shaft itself. So use your tongue and take it up and down on that line. Taking it up, I'm going to explain that part in another topic. Taking it down and up that line itself is another sensation on its own. So once you are done, then you open your mouth slightly and start to suck on the shaft itself. Okay, sucking on the shaft round to the left and to the right, to the front and to the back. Then you can use your tongue round the shaft, going there up and down, taking it round. You can make a rhythmic movement, whichever way you want to do it. Then once you are done with the shaft, then you can now use your hand to do a hand job. All this I'm saying, you have not even touched the dickhead. Then you can use your hand to do a hand job, or you use your thumb, yeah, and your index finger. You join your thumb and your index finger of the left and the right hand. You place on each other, yeah, round the shaft, and then you twist up and you twist down and you twist up and you twist down. That is another way to let him know that his boss is at work. Okay, so that's it. Yeah, another way, number 4 point is okay, just talked about the shaft. Number 4 is the neck front, yeah, the front of the neck. Now there's something about this getting kisses all around your neck. For women, it's a crazy thing when you get the kiss from the back, of your neck to the side of your neck, and then to the front before you get the kiss. I know how it feels, yeah. But the truth is this: men also need the same thing. Men also want the same thing. So what do we do? There's something called the Adam apple, which is very important. Let your man lie on his back, and then you learn to plant. I'm a soft kiss person anyway. You learn to plant your soft kisses around his Adam apple. Then your tongue goes around it. Then you open your lips and you start sucking on it. It's another way of letting him know that his boss is ready or his boss has arrived. Yeah, you plant your soft kiss on the Adam's apple and you suck on it gently, please. You have to be very careful because it can be painful, and it can hurt as well. Okay, so number 5 is the perineum. Yeah, now the perineum is that line between the anus and the genitals, where I was saying you have to learn to milk the prostate. Yeah, putting pressure. That place also sends to the body. Okay, number 6 is the F spot, which is frenulum. I've explained what the frenulum is under the erogenous spot. Yeah, frenulum is um, the base between the space between the dick head and the shaft itself. The frenulum, that's the end of the dick head. Okay, so that's very important. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you need to learn to suck on that part. You need to learn to make it worth it, okay, before you go to the dickhead. And you don't just go to the dickhead and suck on. You need to learn to play with the body of the dickhead, the underneath of the dickhead. You need to learn to play with the hole itself that is on the dickhead with your tongue before you plant your soft kiss, before you suck on the side, and then before you take the whole dickhead into your mouth. Okay, and number six is the F word that you talked about, and number 7 is the testicle seam. The testicle seam. Now When you hold onto the ball, yeah, we have two eggs in the ball. Now we have a bag that carries the two balls. Now what do? You put both bags to one side. This is a very delicate way. You can pass across a message. You can make him know that yes, you know what you're doing. At the same time, you can make him hate that sex. Okay. So for those who are not good at it, it's a thing you have to practice. And it's something you have to do over and over again. Okay. But for those who are not good at it, fine. You don't have to. You have six other ways. Sorry, you have seven other ways, seven other sex tips, on how to touch the body. But for the testicle sim, all you need to do is put the testicles, the balls to one side and play with the bag itself. Yeah, the bag can look dirty sometimes, the bag can look ugly sometimes, but hey, it's not about the look. It's about the passion. It's about the feeling. It's about making your man know that you know what you're doing. It's about making your man know that yes, you got the job right. It's about making your man know that yes, you're ready for him in out. Okay, so you learn to suck on the steam itself, suck on the skin, pulling up the skin with your lips. Don't use your teeth, please. I'm begging you, just your lips. Yeah, and it has been very simple. Suck on the skin with your lip, pulling it apart. Sometimes you can pull the eggs in your mouth, but you have to be very careful. You have to be very, very careful because the egg can be very hurtful. Yeah, you have to put the eggs in your mouth as calm as you can. This is not a time where you have to show that you're good at it. No, this is a time where you have to show that you can be as calm and as simple as possible. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the 8 sex tips on how to spot on your man's body. Number one, the erogenous spot, which includes the E spot, the cheek spot, the F spot, and the G spot. Okay, number nipples. Number three, you have the outer lower lips where the beginning of the hair starts. How you learn to nibble on it, how you learn to suck on it, and how you learn to kiss on it. Number number four, you have the shaft. This is which is the body of the dick. Number five, you have the front of the neck, which is the Adam apple. How to learn to play with the from the Adam apple to the neck, to the neckline, to the navel, to the breast, and to the cheekbones. Yes, men have breasts. We all have boobs. Okay, just that some are bigger and some are flat. Okay, now number six is the perineum. Yeah, which is the spacing between the anus and the genitals. Yeah, number seven, we have the F spot. Yeah, that's the frenulum, which is the base of the dick head, the base between the dick head and the shaft itself. Yeah, and number eight, sorry, is the testicles sim. Okay, so with my 8 sex tip, I hope that by the time you're going to have the next sex and by the time you're going to be getting ready to go down on your man, you're going to show him a different and a total special, productive, um, professional you. Okay, and I hope that this video has helped you understand the dick and the body better. Please do send in your messages. Please do um, let's know whatever it is that you might have learned and how this video has been of help to you, and let's know if you want more videos, whatever video you want us to want me to talk about. Please don't hesitate to send a message and I will make it for you. On this, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching.